Hi everybody, I'm Jack and this is Raw Tropical Living, and I'd like to thank you for joining me again today. I'm actually coming to you from my backyard. I'm in Alabama visiting my mom in the States. So I'm just out, the weather's warmed up a little bit, so I'm out just rolling in the grass and getting a little fresh air. Anyhow, that's not the subject of today's video, as you can probably tell. I was thinking about, I had the feel to make a video today, but I didn't have like a specific subject in mind, and then I wasn't going to make a video. And then I was watching some videos and reading some comments, and then I was like, it came to me. Ever since I've been raw vegan, as much or as little as I have been, I've been watching a lot of videos, and I like to read the comments a lot. I read, I watch videos, I study a lot. And one of the things that I've noticed is how dogmatic everyone is within the raw food movement, vegans, raw food, whatever. And I guess that shouldn't be too much of a surprise, because people tend to join groups or like to align themselves with other people in almost every aspect of life. What I like to think of myself is, I don't really like labels. I don't like groups. I've always been kind of a loner. I don't fit in. I don't join in. But if I had to put a label on myself, I'd like to put the label of seeker, in the fact that I try to keep my mind open. I try to take in new facts all the time, and I try to have the capacity for change. That's one of the things I notice about people so much, is people don't have the capacity to change their minds or figure out, well, maybe what I was doing, if not totally wrong, was a little bit wrong. There's just so many different factions out there. And basically, even like you see argument and people go bickering back and forth and nasty comments on YouTube sometime and in forums and what have you. And the one thing I think people should remember is, we are a lot closer to each other than we are to the regular, whatever you'd want to call it, regular, normal, the people that like the large majority of people eating a standard American diet and living the lifestyle that they do. In the beginning, like, there's the 80-10-10 people, there's the anti-80-10-10 people, there's the label of low-fat raw vegan. I know some people that I network out with that I swear they put that hashtag, it's always LFRV, or low-fat raw vegan, or 80-10-10, or, then you have the people that restrict their calories, that you have the people that are totally into, they almost don't eat, they're into fasting, they're into drinking juice all the time. I guess, like I've been saying all along, is I like a little bit of everything. I like to take the best of all the different worlds out there. And I feel like, if you keep studying, if you keep that open mind, you're always learning, you're always adapting. We never stay in one place for too long, either physically or mentally. We're always changing, we're always adapting. And I think if you just get out of this mindset of dogma, of like, and almost having to defend it with your life, you'll learn things and you'll try things that will surprise you, and you might do a 180 from what you think or how you're living right now, or you might just pick up a few extra points. 80-10-10, when I first heard about 80-10-10 and I read a little bit about it, I made assumptions, and I'm like, well, no, this 80-10-10 isn't for me. Over the last 5 or 6 months, I've been studying more about it, following more people on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook that do 80-10-10, and I've learned a lot from them. Carbing up, that's one of the biggest things. In the beginning, I didn't eat near enough food, so now I find myself carbing up all the time. Even if I don't follow 80-10-10 to the letter, I find that I have gotten a lot from 80-10-10. The people that juice fast and do fasting a lot. I know some of the 80-10-10 people and some of the low-fat raw vegans and carb up people don't believe in fasting, whether it's juice fasting or water fasting. I do. And I believe there's a time for fasting and letting our body take a break. And I believe there's a time for eating. And I believe eating is the majority. I believe the fasting's a very small percentage of the overall picture, but Anyway, I'm getting into specifics. That's not the point of this conversation today. The point of this conversation, and I'm going to repeat myself several times, even though I'm going to keep this video short. I tend to get a little long-winded on the videos. It's just about keeping an open mind. Don't be too fast to jump to judgment. You know, check it out. There's a lot of resources out there. You know, the good old Google. If you ask questions on Google, if you use keywords, if you search certain subjects that you're looking for, as I've mentioned before, when I do my videos, when I'm researching for a video, or when I'm researching for a blog article, I try to get different points of view. I'm not looking for somebody to reinforce what I think right now. I am seeking, and I like to use that word seeker in the purest form. I really want to get to the truth. So that's probably going to be a lifelong process. You know, what I was doing a year and a half ago is different than what I'm doing now. What I'm doing in 5 years, maybe, if not totally different than what I'm doing now, it should be different because we're always evolving. If I'm doing the same thing right now, I would kind of wonder about myself, because I'm not arrogant enough to think that in a year, almost 2 years, that I've got all the answers or that I'm doing it all right. There's a lot, you know, I look at it like this. If you put it in perspective of being in school, I'm maybe finishing up the first grade, so I got a lot more to learn and I got a long way to go. So that's going to be just about it for today. It's a very simple message, and it's going to be very short, but don't close your mind off. Don't get it into your head that you've got to stick with what you're doing at all costs. You know, I'll go back to what I always say, use your body. How do you feel? How is this working for you? Even if something is working for you is working well, I got a little tongue-tied there. If you see something that sort of makes sense to you, or you have a little question mark about it, try it. It's not going to kill you. I mean, don't do anything radical. Don't get on but I don't think anybody that's probably watching this is going to do any of these fad diets or any of this crazy stuff. But, you know, experiment a little bit. See how your body feels. See how your body reacts to the changes. Anyhow, I hope this will help you out a little bit, and that you will keep an open mind in this raw food journey. Thanks a lot for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, and I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. And as always, have a great, happy, healthy, fun day today. Get out and play. Do something. Smile. Share yourself with another person. Just be positive. Life is good. See you, people. Peace.